Sunshine Preschoolers, how are you today? So we are learning about eggs, and I'm here to read you this awesome book about eggs, and we're going to learn about all different types of eggs. So this book is called What's in That Egg by Becky Baines. What do you think is in the egg? I think most of the time when we think of eggs, we think of chickens. But we're going to find out lots of animals lay eggs. Hey, what's in that egg? Hello? Mom? Who do you think's in there? Is it a turtle? Turtles can be reptiles. Reptile eggs can be hard, but sometimes are soft and leathery. Some reptiles bury their eggs. A frog? Frogs are amphibians. Amphibians are like jelly. Some are laid in strings, others in bunches. They need to stay wet and are laid in ponds or even streams and leaves that hold water. Is it a fish? Fish lay lots of eggs at one time. Most let their eggs scatter in the water, but some freshwater fish make nests in the sand. How cool is that? They make nests under the water. Whoa. Is it a butterfly? A butterfly is an insect that is tiny. Insect eggs are teeny tiny and hidden. Have you ever found them? They're on the underside of the leaf, so they're upside down. They're under here. Or it could be a swan. A swan is a bird. Birds lay hard-shell eggs in nests to keep them safe. Okay. One thing's for sure, though, an egg seems so small, but there's a whole world inside that egg. It's a home, after all. Some babies live in eggs for only a few days, and some live in there for months. Here are the parts of the egg. So this white part is called the albumen. This yellow part is the yolk. And the part on the outside is the shell. You got the albumen is the white part. The yolk is the yellow, and the shell is on the outside. Inside the egg, a baby floats. Albumen makes up most of the egg. It allows the growing baby to float and not get bumped around, growing inside while eating the yolk. The yolk is the food that the baby eats to make it big and strong. You see the baby, it's getting bigger and bigger. 1, 2, 3, 4. That baby's getting bigger. It's eating the yellow part, the yolk, to get big. Getting bigger and stronger till suddenly, tap, tap, tap. Ready or not, that egg's going to hatch. Most baby animals tap to open the hard-shelled egg. 5, 6, 7, 8. Birds are born with a special little thing on their beak called an egg tooth, and they use that to tap open their egg. Eggs can be pink or green or blue. Some eggs can even be see-through. What? So these are apple snail eggs, the pink ones. This green one is a cassowary bird egg. This blue one is a robin's egg. Have you ever found a robin's nest? They're so pretty, bright blue. And this one is a glass frog egg. That is really cool. Long and skinny, pointed or round. Is that long or skinny? That one is long. That's a snake egg. This one is kind of pointed and round, isn't it? That's a quail egg. This is a turtle egg, and it's totally round, isn't it? Looks like a little ball. All different shapes of eggs can be found. Guillemot birds lay their eggs on narrow rock ledges. If the eggs were round, they might roll off the ledge. Their shape keeps them safe. You see that? is so cool. Bigger than a cantaloupe or too small to see. Ostrich eggs are the largest eggs of all. They can be as big as 7.5 inches tall. So that's the actual size of an ostrich egg. That's really big. That's like the size of my hand. That's huge. Or they can be teeny tiny. Hummingbirds lay the smallest bird eggs. Hummingbirds, those are teeny. Look, it's like the size of a little tiny marble. They're only about 1/2 inch long. There may be just 1 or 2,000 or 3. The eggs an animal lays at one time is called a clutch. So like this emperor penguin, this bird just lays 1 egg. But that clownfish, that's like Dory. Look, it looks like she lays hundreds of thousands of eggs. And all those are eggs, and that's what's called a clutch. A baby is born. Do you know what kind? The eggs might tell what was growing inside. So, okay, let's go over this. So if it was a hard egg, what kind of animal might be in a hard egg? Can you answer? Yes, a bird egg. It said birds laid hard eggs. What about soft and leathery? Do you remember what kind of animals laid soft and leathery eggs? I think it said reptiles. Reptiles lay soft, leathery eggs. Is it buried? What kind of animals bury their eggs? Sea turtles. Yes, sea turtles. I know alligators bury their eggs a little bit too. What about underwater? Who lays those underwater eggs? Fish, frogs. Gosh, you are so smart. What about teeny tiny eggs? Who lays teeny tiny eggs? Butterflies. You remember the bird that was the smallest bird egg? The hummingbird. Yeah, that we saw snail eggs. Those were tiny. And then in a nest, of course, we know those are birds and ducks and swans. And a long, skinny egg. Can you remember the long, skinny ones? Yeah, those are reptiles. Yes, exactly. Happy birthday, alligator. Alligators are reptiles. Surprise! Hey, what took you so long? Hi. Alligators have soft, leathery eggs, which they bury under the sand. Okay, so this has a couple questions. So I'm going to ask you a couple questions and give you some kind of fun egg ideas. So one of their ideas is that you could take a flashlight and hold your egg up and shine the flashlight and see if you can see inside. Have you ever had a hard-boiled egg? Maybe you're getting ready to do some coloring of Easter eggs and you hard-boil them. You can cut them open and you can see that white part is the albumum. The yellow part is the yolk. And then, of course, your hard part on the outside is your shell. If you were an egg, okay, think about it for a minute. If you had an egg, where would you put your egg to keep it safe? I don't know where I would put it. Maybe way up in a tree. That's what birds do. They're so smart. When you were a baby, what did you eat to get big and strong? Why don't all eggs look the same? Can you remember back to our story and think about what are some of the reasons that the eggs come in different shapes? Why don't all animals lay the same type of egg? Those are some questions that you can think about. It's always good to go back and think about what you learned because it helps you remember it going forward. Thank you so much for joining me reading What's in an Egg. And if you have your parents help, you can go back and we have some other fun egg activities that you can do together. Have a great day.